Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to Pets and Stuff Overview. We're having third installment in the whole series saga of Cosmetic Saloon. Made by the same developers, it's very easy to tell their kind of taste or special artwork that at this point I would recognize their art style anywhere, and I guess that's good to have some kind of brand. Even though the titles were never catered to me, there has to be an audience that actually enjoys this sort of stuff. So Pets and Stuff is a salon groomer veterinary simulator game, where you are in a constant influx of mystery animals getting delivered to your workplace, and your job is to make them happy by any means necessary. Those type of games tend to overcomplicate themselves with the amount of options and cosmetics available. Like normally you would get overwhelmed by looking at stuff around you, even in the sandbox scenario, and then you end up using only couple stuff needed, so everything else would be pretty much rendered useless. However, in this release, it seems like the devs dialed it back with pretty much everything, and the experience is much more streamlined with wider variety of models, but then a reduced amount of stuff needed to modify, which I feel like this is the way to make the experience more pleasant for the user. With the technicalities, it's still kinda simplified art style and cartoony textures. They very much work with the goal that they were presented with. But what I appreciate is that there is a leeway of not making anything else downgraded. For example, the resolution is in full scale mode, so there's not a single speck of bad pixel I can see in the headset, which I feel like always should be the priority, you know, like vision. The rest just comes down to the ambience and what you want to convey. Overall, it's not the game for me. It's the third installment of somewhat similar setting than before. But if it's being produced, then it means there are people who are looking forward to it, so power to them. Let's go to the gameplay. Back into another installment with an animal Roomba. Wait, what are those pictures? Maybe the users are making them in-game and then I have some preview? Well, this is in a similar style as the Titan's Clinic and Chef and stuff, I suppose. But now we have locomotion, so that's kinda new. Guess we just go. Locomotion is there, but the turning is still snap. It seems like every single game from this dev team is set in a stylist environment, so it's not like I expect much more at this point. What the hell is this? Jesus. Well, you can't necessarily touch it. So we can take photos. I mean, feature's a feature. Do people play games like that or just kids? Like, I don't see necessarily the point in those sandboxes, but then again, I'm not into that genre at all. What the? I guess there are some interactions. But not in the whole body area. So you had people, big people, and now animals, like... That's called infinite content development. Well, sure. Now we can interact with the space. So there are some improvements with time. And with stars we upgrade. I mean, what's more important? We can't do anything else. And I think we progress to the next stage by fixing the whole place. Our selling or something, like... Are those dogs or cats? I'm confused. It's just an unidentified animal. You clearly also have cows, so... Guess green likes green? You want to be blue? Okay. Which shade? No shaking. That seems too dark. Can you lift? Oh my god. I mean, there's some detail going on. But that's in a very similar style to other games. I just wish the interaction would be all the way done. It is maybe like 70%. What's here? Like some grey patches. No, that's not the job done. Christmas tree. Perfect. Do I use the equipment that I upgraded? The only thing functional I would assume would be the bath. But I don't think so. Oh, and he disappears. Like, where is he finding them? And this to me is a hamster. Yeah, no, that's not a dog, even by the sounds. What? Stylish. There's a reflection. Is there like permanent flash? Okay, well, I guess you have one eye. I wonder if there is something else, because it's very fast-paced in comparison to other titles and more straightforward because there is not that much of a selection with customizables. Yeah, it doesn't seem like very interesting, especially that I think price-wise it was the same or almost as the older games. The execution is definitely much more tightened. Graphics simplistic, but they are cartoony, and I also don't see a single speck of bad resolution, which that should be the standard with games nowadays on the store, which is not the case. It is definitely catering to the younger audience. If you want to be a veterinarian one day, then that's a perfect application. More like an animal hairdresser though, because you're not curing shit here. It's simple with straightforward concept and the execution is decent. So that's just consistency all across the board.